You're listening to African Voices Radio.
African Voices Radio presents David Adodo Show.
First let me say to you, I cannot wait to see you. You are the treasure I've been waiting for. Do you know how much I really need you? I dey pray for the day when I can finally kiss you. You know say every day I dey pray for you. Oh, in my heart today's a permanent place for you. That's why my heart it a beat like do Cause now you I choose, so I am fair, me I know fair. I sing for you wanna be like do baby now you I go pick up, I am fair, me I know fair. But there we go. See I may not give the world to you, but I'll give you what I have. Pray for you. Oh, in my heart, oh, there's a permanent place for you. That's why my heart it a beat like do. Cause now you I choose, so I am fair, me I am fair. I sing for you wanna be like do. Baby now you I go pick up, I am fair, me I am fair. Only for you it a be like.
It must be time for African Voices Radio, the David Adodo Show. Coming to you live and direct via the internet from the United States of America. African Voices Radio, the David Adodo Show is the voice of Africa, bringing you news, information, culture, and so much more. The gang is all here, and the phone lines are open for you, toll free to call in and be a part of the conversation. Now let's get ready for the king of our program, King Tunde Phillips.
How you doing, Jason?
Yes.
Well, my brother.
How's everybody out there doing? My name is Tunde Phillips. Welcome to the show. This is the African Voices Radio, the David Adodo Show. Today I have Mr. Charles here with me. I have Jason and also have the Queen. I do not have the Queen visually, but I have her, vocally. So Queen will be joining us, vocally. We'll just be hearing her voice. It's depriving us of our beautiful face today.
Oh my goodness!
I know what
How you doing, Queen?
I know who is waiting before he shows her face. I know who she's waiting for before she will show her face.
Mr. Charles, you don't need to conclude. You don't need to conclude like that. Anyways, I'm still going to join you guys. I just got back from my job and I need to quickly, get ready for the show. But very soon I'm going to join you. And I thought today I have a small event to attend. I have a baby shower to attend, so I have a whole lot I'm doing. But I can't just leave this program behind. It's too important to me than any other thing for me not to be on the show today.
Thank you, Queen.
Something. I won't forgive myself. Thank you, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody out there. Good evening, wherever you're watching us from. It's David Adodo Show, and we have a whole lot to talk about, especially what is happening back in Nigeria. It saddens my heart, but it is what it is. And I'm happy to share this show today. We're holding on for other people to join us. I hope you guys had a very blessed and beautiful week.
Yes, Queen, we sure did. We had the week wasn't bad. It was pleasant. We thank God. Everything went well here in the United States. We are still going through the trauma, this of the building that collapsed, in Florida. They're still trying to get to the bottom of it, trying to get more and more people. At this point, they're still saying they are rescuing, but it's all up unto God. Nothing is impossible with the power of God. They're still finding more people under the rubble. And the most heartbreaking thing was when they found so far everything has been heartbreaking, but the one that was really touchy the most was when they found the daughter of a firefighter, amongst the rubble. His daughter was found by his colleagues, and they had to call him that, they found the daughter's body. It is it's very, very, very sad. It's a very sad situation. The federal government here in the United States has agreed that they're going to go ahead and, take care of all the financial aspect of it. They're going to pay for it and everything. And then the president was out there in Florida to comfort, everybody, about 300 people. And it was reported that he spent at least 6 minutes talking to each person, just to express his sadness at what happened, to express how he felt, to listen to them as well, most importantly, to hear how they feel and what they're thinking and what's going on. And that's a very good thing that I think the president, did. It is not just for you to be a leader and sit down and don't care about your people. When he was out there in Florida, he did meet with the people, he spoke with them, he spent time with them, and they really appreciate it. Because when things like this happen, all people want to do most of the time is just speak. You just listen to them, let them express their feeling, let them tell you how they are feeling and all that. And that takes a whole lot of weight off of their shoulder. And I applaud Mr. President Joe Biden for doing that. It's well appreciative, And the frontliners, the firefighters, and everybody that's the volunteers, everybody that's working out there, I thank you all so much for the work you're doing. People are working 12 hours around the clock trying to get to the bottom of the rubble. It's not easy. It's really difficult work, but we thank them all for what they are doing, and we pray that such will not happen again. While I was still talking, they also heard about another building has been shut down, still in Florida. They found that the reports that came in said that the building was not in a stable condition. So the government has, the state government in Florida has required that everybody move out of that property, because it is not a good thing to suffer that twice. The other part of the building that is still standing, they have also decided that it's going to come down, that, they're going to bring that part down because they don't want the same thing to repeat itself again. So those are the things that are happening. Aside from Bill Cosby that was released from prison, in Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court released Bill Cosby from prison after he has served 3 years for the rape of some women that came out and said that they were raped by him. So, he's back at home with his wife now. He has been released based on the agreement that he had with the lawyer that he had previously, that he was not going to be charged to court for what had happened. So Mr. Cosby is released. He's out there, and we wish him all the best. And aside from that, also want to mention that we also have situations going on with the violence here in the United States. People are still being shot. The gun violence is still out there. It is still a terrible thing that is still going on. We want to appeal to everybody to just calm down, bring the temperature down. When you're mad, go take a shower, do whatever you need to do to calm down, because it will not get better. It will only get escalated, and more problems will arise from you shooting somebody, and your whole life is just gone. You're either running from the police or you're running from people, your freedom and movement will be restricted. So please, somebody annoys you, somebody makes you mad, do the best you can to calm down. It's always better to calm down. You live to fight another day. And also the government is also encouraging us to get the vaccine. Get your vaccine. The Delta variant is out there. And it's people that were not vaccinated that are getting infected with the Delta variant. A lot of people that are not vaccinated are getting infected. The vaccinated people are also getting infected, but the effect on them is not as strenuous as it is for those that are not vaccinated. So if you have not vaccinated, I don't know what your excuse is. Over thousands of people have been vaccinated. They are not dead. They are still normal. They are still walking around fine. Nothing is happening. They are living their life. I do not know what your hold up is. Whatever your hold up is, please don't let it take your life. Get vaccinated. You have families. You have children that love you. You have people who love you. Please get vaccinated. It's the only way we can fight this virus. There are no two ways about it. Get vaccinated, get your family vaccinated, and be safe. On TV the other day, there was a couple that said they regretted not getting vaccinated. They caught the virus. And it was not even the Delta one. The other regular, the first one, I think it's called Alpha. They caught that Alpha. And the wife was pregnant. They had the baby, when it was not full time yet. But thank God for the technology and the doctors, she was able to have the baby, and now they are recovering from the COVID. They came out on TV and said if they knew better, they would have taken that vaccine. So please, if you're still doubting, take the vaccine. Take the Moderna, take the Pfizer, take the Johnson & Johnson, whatever is available to you. Please go ahead and get that vaccine and save your life and save the life of your loved ones. While I was talking, Mr. David Adodo came on. He's snuck in. Mr. Adodo, how you doing?
Wonderful. How's everything today?
Not too bad. We're doing okay. It's another weekend, and we are here on the show to discuss issues concerning Africa and most especially Nigeria in particular.
Yeah, so, I want to quickly wish our fans, American fans, all our fans, a happy 4th of July. Tomorrow is American Independence.
Yes.
So just want to do a shout out to all our fans, to all Americans, fellow Americans. Happy 4th of July.
Yes, we celebrate the 4th of July. 4th of July is American Independence. I believe America will be 245 years old tomorrow. America is a very old man. So if you're 245 years old, you're pretty much old. But America is doing well. So, and so we want the rest of the world to do well as well. So America has become the yardstick for, seeing how other places are doing in the world. So on the show again today, we have Mr. Charles, we have Mr. Adodo, we have the Queen verbally, and we have Mr. Jason. Jason, how's it going?
How's everything, family? I guess everything's going okay. I was listening to what you were saying earlier in reference to what's happening in Florida to make things worse. They're dealing with now possible a tropical depression that has come down in that area, so it's making it difficult, for the rescue efforts. They're rushing to try to beat Mother Nature. So, definitely affected by this tragedy. And this is something that you don't expect to see, here. This is not third world construction. And they're saying that this developer, the one that may be responsible for the construction, has some other properties that they're now questioning, whether or not there may be some other issues at some of the other developments they may have been involved in. So I think once they finally go through the investigation, they may find that somewhere along the line the contractor may have been negligent in some cases. And we'll just say that, alleged negligence, for our program's sake. But I think we're going to find that here's a prime example of a contractor. It doesn't normally happen here so much, but here is a prime example of a contractor that may have unfortunately, not done the proper thing in reference to ensuring the safety of their construction. So, but we'll see what happens once the investigation unfolds. So, they did find some issues with another property, again developed by the same company next to it. They evacuated the whole building. They did find some structural issues, but nothing, that kind of stands out that would lead to a collapse. But obviously, there's some shabby workmanship here somewhere, or possibly a contractor that may have cut corners somewhere, and that may end up coming out later in the investigation. So,
yes, it is a very terrible situation. It's really, really sad. Families are gone, properties are gone, lives are lost. It's terrible. That is what happens when you do things substandard job. It is true that it doesn't happen here often. Like someone was saying on TV that this is not a third world country. Why is the building coming down? But understand that human beings are the same everywhere. It just depends on where you are. Just like somebody would do a building in Africa, also it comes down. The same thing happened here. Somebody took a shortcut or whatever it is. The building was not maintained, and then now the building has claimed lives. Brooms and buckets to clean it. I don't know what the maintenance culture is over there, but they need to take a good look into it. The roof, the structure, and everything. What if there were lawmakers there and it starts raining and the roof collapses or something bad happens? We pray, we thank God it didn't happen like that. But we have to understand maintenance. It has to be part of our life. You maintain your body every day. You take a shower every day. You take your food every day. You eat every day. It's the same thing with the physical property. What do you think, Mr. Adodo? This building that came down, the National Assembly.
The National Assembly is an image of the country, just like the United States Senate is. So, but I am very surprised that we find ourselves in this situation in Nigeria. Like you said, the maintenance culture in Nigeria is nothing to write home about. Understand? The corruption that is endemic is what is creating the problems that we have in Nigeria. I cannot, in the life of me, understand how, with all the money that they allocate to themselves, they didn't set money aside for the maintenance of our national image. It is very sad. It's unacceptable. But what can I say? It's Nigeria. It's Nigeria. Maybe the barrister or the queen. I think everybody has a lot to say about it. Apart from the problem that we have right there now.
Oh, okay. Let me quickly chip in something before I pass the baton to the next person. When I saw that, well, it wasn't really new to me because anything is expected in Nigeria. It wasn't the first time something like that will happen and they will just keep quiet about it. But the sad part of it is that nobody is going to be held accountable for such a thing. It's so bad that the only thing they now say they want to do is to spend 62 billion for renovation. Nobody is being questioned. Like what happened here? They're talking about the contractor. They're bringing them to book. But in Nigeria, everything is money. They need to renovate. Nobody is questionable to anything that happens. Like, okay, what happened? Who are the people that are in charge of maintenance? Who is the contractor? Nothing whatsoever. And unfortunately, we don't have nobody to ask all these people any question. It's so bad.
Yes, accountability has always been an issue with African countries, especially in Nigeria. People just do things, the way they want, and nobody is asking the question. I do not see why a committee is not set up to look into these issues, just like the Queen has enumerated. What happened? Why did this building come down? what is the maintenance, what is, all those kind of stuff. Well, and now we're spending 62 billion to fix a building. We could have been spending less just to maintain it, but now we're spending 62 billion. That's a lot of money to spend to maintain a building, which we could have maybe, even if it's every year, you just look at it. If it is just the roof we need to change, let's change that roof. If it is the walls we need to look at, let's look at it. If we need painting here and there, let's look at it, because that is the image of the country. That's where the lawmakers and everybody go to sit down and do their job, But unfortunately, we have to, it is what it is. Unfortunately, no accountability. Nobody is responsible. Some people get shot. Nobody is asking any question. Nobody is asking any questions. Soldiers were going to Sambisa Forest to attack bandits. They got shot by an aeroplane belonging to the same military. Don't they know these guys are down there trying to do something? I don't know if there was an investigation. We never heard anything about it. They got shot. Friendly fire. There should be communication between the air and the land if you're going to, attack a place. But whatever the reason was, they got killed. I don't think there was a panel or anything that was set up to investigate it. The soldiers that died the chief of army staff, the late chief of army staff that died, the airplane that went down, I do not know if that was investigated to find out what happened to the airplane. An airplane just don't go down. Even if it just went down, what happened with the engine? What is the situation of things? See, when we make access questions or we do these investigations, we prevent future occurrences from happening. So we know what happened the last time. We know what to look out for the next time so that it doesn't happen again. But I don't know, I don't know. Attorney Abbas, you want to shed light on that? Do you know anything about the maintenance culture of these things?
Good evening, all. Of course,
Attorney Abbas.
for all of us that are in Nigeria, we know we do not have any maintenance culture. Public properties belong to nobody. So we allow it to break down so that we can award more contracts. Because the more you maintain a public facility, the less contract you award. And then this system is not set up to conserve resources. This system is not set up to be prudent in the use of public funds. This system is set up and designed in such a way for waste, for plundering, for stealing. And so the only way is you allow public facility to deteriorate and you award bogus contracts that cannot stand scrutiny in any part of the world. Construction in Nigeria costs almost sometimes 10 times what it costs in other civilized climes. So that's the prevailing culture here. So we don't have maintenance culture. It's nobody's business. Sometimes I go into public offices, you see cobwebs, the toilet facilities are not working. Nothing is working. The air conditioning system is not working. And so you go, sometimes you go even to our airports, international airports, sometimes in the time past, I don't know the situation now, you can't even use the public facility there, the toilet or bath for anything. So it's a minus for us in the public this, because even most public institutions in Nigeria, you go to a whole state police command, you go to a ministry, you can't get a toilet, functional toilet, in most of these government ministries here. You even go there, they will tell you the doors are locked. They padlock it. And they give it to just some selected people. If you do not have weight, if you do not carry weight, and you demand for toilet facility in some of these ministries, they will tell you they don't have. But if you are connected, they will go and bring the key for you.
Wow, it is amazing that you need to know somebody to use it.
They
said, our people say it is the big masquerade that dances last.
So okay, yes, thank you, Tunde. Now that I kept quiet, but
Charlie,
yes,
Charlie, I can't recall Tunde. I can't recall Tunde telling you not to talk. Or you are just coming up with that.
So that you two will learn from me too. So wait for him to tell you.
Go ahead, Mr. Charles. You have the mic.
So Yes, Tunde, I know one thing I want to say first quickly, something that you mentioned about COVID before, but I know you probably, just to interject a little thing there. I know we're here telling people, please, I know that's our own personal opinion. It's not a David Adodo show. But the report that's coming out of CDC is that the COVID, the infection rate went up 9.1%, almost 10%. So with this, they are new, so people, please, the thing is not over yet. I mean, people are going out there. This is going to be this is one of the best holiday we ever had. We usually have in America, 4th of July. And people are going to go wild and crazy.
Yes.
But looking at the report they released that yesterday, the day before yesterday, the average of 7 days compared to the last week, it went up by 10%. So, guys, this COVID is still out there. But yeah, but going back to Nigeria, what we're talking about, the thing is this is the problem in Nigeria is so compacted that even the things that are really working, you won't even notice that. Okay? I mean, there has been some, some improvement in some area, but they are so minute because of the so much problem we have. You're talking about this construction, we're talking about maintenance culture. That has been Nigerian problem from the beginning. And I'm not quite sure, but the lawyer knows that when they do these contracts, they do include 4 or 5 years maintenance. That I think I've come across that when they're doing those roads, in that contract they do add 4 or 5 years maintenance something, so that what happens is within that 5 years you can still be patching some areas and stuff like that. But they don't do that. You see, the thing is this: Nigerians are so much in the books, but they cannot carry those things out. That is just so unfortunate. But Nigeria is very smart. Nigeria has a lot of stuff in the book. They have a lot of things that if we follow, just like every other country, I mean, that country is too much, honestly. I mean, but it's all in the books. Nothing is being implemented, and that's the problem. And I'm sure the barrister knows that also, because he knows a lot about all Nigerians' rules and all that. So, but what can you say? The National Assembly, what? Yes, some roof leaks over here, but the difference, just like everybody said, is when these things happen, how do we know where it's coming from? Who is responsible? So it does not happen again. And the problem about Nigeria is this: this is not the first time. Rainy season comes, the streets everywhere get flooded, and we'll go through that season. Next year it comes back again, the same street. The same thing again happened. Nobody tried to fix these things as they go. But Nigerian for you. But I think we have more important than life now is more important than the roof. You gotta talk about the problem in Nigeria. Yes. Life now is more important than the roof.
Yes.
Of National Assembly, guys. Thank you.
Yes, it is. But the National Assembly roof thing came about the issue of, the structural maintenance and stuff like that. It's all accountability for everything. So I was asking you about your impression about the arrest of Mazi Kanu before we diverted into this issue of what's going on. It was reported, or we all saw on TV, on the internet and everywhere, that Mazi Kanu was picked up in Kenya, and then he was taken to Nigeria, and they're going to he went to court, and they're going to it's coming back in July or September or something like that, and they're going to continue from where they left him before he left the country, before he's absconded, as I said. So I do not know if that is, if we're practicing democracy, we are bound to have opposition. We're bound to have people who will complain. We're bound to have, whatever you want to call them. You're bound to have that. But I do not think arresting Mazi Kanu puts food on the table of innocent Nigerians. I do not think arresting him will fix the bad roads. I do not think arresting will make Nigeria great or make Nigeria any better than what it is, or cause more problems. I don't know. But he has been arrested. And everybody is scared, worried about him getting a fair trial, but we'll see how things go. So, Mr. Charles, what you going to say?
This is just like what we said last weekend. If you have listened to David and then Barrister, we were talking about all these insecurities and things, and what Nana Carlo and his group are doing, and what Sonny and his group are doing. I think during that conversation, we were talking, that discussion, we were saying that this person is doing a different thing. They're all going to have the same goal, to restructure Nigeria, to be free, but everybody is doing it in their own way, saying that the leader, which is Nana Carlo, is going on in a way that probably most people doesn't like, and then Sonny was going in a way that most people like. But as of today, the story is not the same. Whether you are Sonny or Nana Carlo, they want you ahead. So where are we really going, actually? Is it about, now can we say that this person is doing this? Right now, it doesn't really matter. The thing is that you cannot do nothing in Nigeria now, whether you are going it the right way or the wrong way, and be free. So I don't know about whether he's going to get a fair justice, looking at what they're trying to do with Sonny without any excuse. And you're going to, we saw the story about him. He hasn't done, as well as we're concerned, we talked about it, he has been doing what they should have been doing as government, protect the people from these henchmen that are coming into their villages and, killing them. All he does is to go chase them away. Okay, so now they want him. But what about those people in the north that advocates for all the things that is going there? There's nowhere they are. They see them every day. The only question I ask, hopefully Mr. Abbas will get into that, is why you are going to Sonny's house? Have they first of all invited him for a discussion, or how they serve you paper, you are wanted by, show up at this, or they just get up, gather the SWAT team, whatever they call themselves, SWAT team or whatever, and just get guys out. So that's what I will be really much interested in hearing when Mr. Baz or any other person, maybe, because I know that David also followed this in very much, as much as he can also. So
yes, Attorney Abbas.
I don't know.
Yes.
So do you think Mazi Kanu stands the chance of getting a fair trial?
Well, I have no iota of doubt that the judiciary in Nigeria has come a long way and has actually bailed us out of messy situations in the time past when there was no hope. We still have men of courage, men of integrity, men of intellect. And we also are grateful to God that we have an appellate judicial system. So he's presently before the High Court, which is the first court of instance. So whatever be their judgment, the Court of Appeal is there. If they are not satisfied, the Supreme Court is there. So, with those layers, even if something goes wrong in one level, it might be corrected in the other. So I should say, I have confidence in the Nigerian judicial system that when you least expect, they rise up to the occasion. So I will leave it at that and just say, yes, for me, from the High Court to the Court of Appeal down to the Supreme Court, I have confidence that he will get justice.
Okay.
That there will be fair trial. That is what I should say. There will be fair trial.
Yes. Go ahead, Mr. Dodo.
Let me use my time to ask, on your behalf, to ask Barrister all this, what is going on with Sunday Igboho, how with the DSS, how does he see this thing? Because I am so upset, and he's here is a legal official, he's a lawyer, he's a barrister. I am not. I don't want to start diving into that issue. Let me listen to him first on that.
We live in a country where sometimes what transpires is nothing but what the Yorubas will call awada keri keri.
That means comedy.
It's a comedy. It's a comedy because the speed, or what will you be doing as a security agency by 1:30 a.m. jumping over the fence of a private citizen's property when people are on their bed sleeping? Any normal human being who is awoken in the middle of the night with gunshots will definitely assume, first and foremost, that armed robbers have invaded his property. But upon looking through their windows and their doors and the kind of Gestapo style, the DSS, when they go, they are always very loud. They are loud. They stomp their feet on the floor to show you that, yes, we came with all the might of the federal government and nothing will happen. Started shouting, we are DSS, we are DSS. For me, that's actually against the law. Do not invade the private citizen's property. You have not alleged that the man has committed any particular offense. You have actually not invited him and he refused to show up. You invaded his house, killed people under the guise that they were shooting at you and all the rest of them. Anybody in his sane sense, right senses, if you invade his property by me in the middle of the night, is bound to react that same way, because the first thing is he needs to keep himself alive. So for me, I think I'm just disgusted and tired with the way and manner our security agencies go about their assignment like dogs. I don't live in America, but for God's sake, we have documents.
I think we lost the attorney.
We see live reality.
He's back. Go ahead, attorney.
How the FBI, how they go about their normal duty in trying to apprehend a criminal, the civilized way, the polite way. You don't just enter people's house and you start killing people, you start shooting people and all the rest of them. Even if you know they are armed, there are still better ways of disarming these people and arresting them and ensuring that they stand trial and all the rest of them. So for me, it's just a reflection of the breakdown of values. The entire police security apparatus, they do not conduct their in line with laid down regulation. There are international standards for policing, international standard, globally acceptable procedure for policing. But our security agencies, I will say it any day, anytime, these people do not, they behave as if, because I think the military hangover is still there. We can do anything and we'll go scot-free. And even those in the corridors of power also encourage this impunity. Just send them, go and do, kill them. I know his invasion has political undertone. There's no doubt about that. And it's very unfortunate.
Yes, Queen, you were trying to say something.
Yes. Yes. I want to ask the lawyer, because Sunday Igboho, in his own press release, he said that because what the DSS displayed, a whole lot of AK-47, a lot of charms and stuff like that. The guy came out to say all those guns do not belong to him. Consider the fact that we know the kind of government that is being run in Africa, especially in Nigeria. The guy said the CCTV in his home was destroyed for them to get away with whatever they are doing. And even the people that were killed, they whisked them away. None of the cops were seen at his house, and millions of money worth millions of naira was destroyed, and his money was taken.
Yes.
Could it be that the I don't want to say the government, the DSS, are they trying to cover up something by destroying a CCTV before carrying out the action?
See, I think you see, the issue of Nigeria and the security agencies is something else that covering up. See, these guys, they themselves, they act outside the ambits of the law. They are lawless. They are crooks. And I can tell you categorically, I know when police arrest criminals with a handmade pistol, when they are going to parade them, they have weapons, ammunition kept in each division or command or CP for purpose of parading suspects. They will bring guns and ammunition that have been captured or probably recovered 10 years ago. They maintain, there's a steady maintenance of such items for parading criminals. So they could catch about 6 criminals with just one hand pistol. By the time they are parading them, you will see them bring weapons that is sufficient to even hold a whole state to ransom by the criminals. So it is not today. I don't believe most of those things when they are displaying them. I know for sure. Most times, even when they catch some of these criminals with weapons that are nothing to write home about, they will bring out AK-47 rifle and ask the criminal to hold it, and they will snap the criminal picture. So it's a standard procedure. It's a standard procedure.
Wow,
it's a standard procedure. So all those things that you are displaying, I can tell you. See, for anybody, a professional police officer will be so happy to say, let us go back to the CCTV to replay the footage so that we will see how we actually carted away all these things from this man's house. Why do you need to destroy the CCTV in somebody's house if you do not have anything to hide? So these people, the mindset is that, like I said, you see, if you go back to the history of the security agencies, I was just trying to write something on the Facebook because I'm doing a project on the police. In 1861, when the first set of police officers were set up after the colonization of Lagos, the reason why the first set of police officers was established was simply to quell the rebellion of the people against subjugation. It was set up by the colonial masters as a tool for shutting down agitation. And in 2021, there has been no difference. It is still the same ideology. It is still the same philosophy. The people try to agitate, sending the police to quell the riots. It is the colonial tool, the way they left it, that we are still operating. Yes. So it is a tool for the protection of the elites in the corridors of power, a tool against the masses. That is what it is. So no matter how right you are, if the people in authority simply say they do not like the way you are conducting yourself or asking them questions, asking for accountability, demanding the good governance, they send the police to go there and say, this guy is asking too many questions, deal with him.
Yes, it is even so. It's very very ulterior that they had a bad intention of not just to arrest the man. One, you went there at night. Of course, like the attorney rightly said, if you come into my property at night, you didn't tell me you're coming. In a Nigerian environment, here in America, if I have a gun, I'm looking out to who's coming into my house, and you're coming, you're making so much noise, and they didn't catch the man. Then they start destroying property.
Tunde.
Yes, Mr. Adodo.
If I may speak now.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
And please, can you tell the Queen to allow me speak without pushing me off the bike?
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, Mr.
Okay.
Adodo.
Yeah. On a more serious note, I grieve for Nigeria. I grieve for Nigeria. It's a pathetic situation that the president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, has relegated this country to the state that at which it is right now. It is pathetic. It is sad. During Jonathan's regime, he protested. He protested. He rallied. All kinds of names were called. Jonathan was called all kinds of names. And now, with the situation that we find ourselves in Nigeria, during Jonathan's time, there was less of agitation. it is because of the way the president is ruling Nigeria right now. That is why we have all this agitation here and there. One thing I've come to understand in Nigeria is that the Northerners, they yearn for power, but they don't know how to govern. Of all the presidents we've had in Nigeria, most of the Northern Nigeria, every time they come to power, there's always chaos and anarchy because they don't know how to govern. That is the truth. Yar'Adua tried his best because he was very close to Obasanjo. You understand? Obasanjo basically put him there. So he was listening to Obasanjo. Well, other than that, Babangida is nothing to write home about. Abacha was nothing to write home about. Abdul Salam did the same thing. And now this very president is very sad. It is pathetic, and something needs to be done about it. Muhammadu Buhari has been protecting the Fulani herdsmen. Fulani herdsmen have been moving all the way from the north down to the south, killing people, killing farmers, raping. All kinds of crimes are done by the Fulanis. He is a Fulani man, and he has paid, a deaf ear. He has looked the other way when all these atrocities are being committed. On so many occasions, the Southerners have been crying that their people are killed, the women are raped, their husbands are slaughtered like rams, children are deprived from going to school. The economy is at a downfall. It's at a downfall. These people have basically held Nigeria to ransom. You held Nigerian hostage. Nothing works in Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu, even though he was agitating for the Biafran state, initially it was not an armed insurrection. He wasn't into arms. He was protesting, agitating for the Biafran state. But when the Fulanis started coming into the eastern region, killing and maiming people, raping, depriving people from going to their farms, that was when he came up with ESN, because the southeastern governors were not doing anything about this thing, because they had Buhari there as president. They wanted to get something from him. They kept their mouth shut while their people were killed, were slaughtered in their hundreds. And what did Nnamdi did? He has to find a way to protect his people. He has to bring in arms. Buhari is the root cause of all these problems. I wish the Northerners will sit down and talk to this man that what you are the one bringing these problems. Because in the final analysis, it is going to affect them. I don't think the South will be very happy to see another general from the North anytime coming to say he wants to vie for power. The Southerners are going to be very, 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 very unwilling. Whether he's anybody that retires as a general from the North to have it at the corridors of power. This man came to power. I hope you guys will give him an audience to keep speaking for God's sake, please. This man came to power. All his security of personnel, 99.9% of them are from the North, because he has an agenda where he will command people to go and do things, and they will do it for him. That is the reason why we have the problem that we have in Nigeria. Sunday Igboho came. So many Southwesterners were killed. They are deprived from going to their farms. Business is at a standstill in the Southwestern region, in the whole of South, as a matter of fact. Kidnapping, banditry is the order of the day. So what did Sunday Igboho do? He has to rally his men to drive out these Fulani headsmen from the bush, from the farms, from the bushes. God, they were laying ambush and kidnapping people. The president was aware of this. People have been shouting and crying. Jews here everywhere in Nigeria. The president paid deaf ears. When you arrest, when the Fulanis were arrested, when they even arrest them at all, they are released. So this man, why won't Igboho fight for his people? That's what he did. He wasn't carrying arms. He was going to the bushes, using his charm to drive away the Fulani headsmen. So what did Buhari did? he came and told Nigerians that he's going to speak the language that they will understand. He went and abducted Nnamdi Kanu from wherever he abducted him from, because Kenya, the government of Kenya is saying that they were not responsible for that. They're not responsible. So because he picked up Nnamdi Kanu, so he felt it is time to do something in the Southwest to instill fear in the minds of Southerners. I have dealt with the gentleman from Southeast. Now it is the turn of the Southwest. So he went to Sonny Boho's place, using the instrument of power, the DSS, to go to Sonny Boho's house to go and commit atrocities. There is criminality in this government. When is he going to sit down and say, 6 years ago, 8 years ago, Nigeria was not boiling like this. What is going on? And the vice president from the western part in the Southwest, what a man, what a man, what a man. I don't even know what to call him. This is evil. What is that?
What about what about all these people that call themselves the speakers, the house reps, and the senators? I mean, I know that the president has power, but there's so much. The thing is this: you're not here. You just mentioned the vice president. We're not hearing anything different, or we're not hearing anything happening in terms of the people that walk around him. I mean, we have to give him some slack somewhere, area, Dave. Sometimes when you win the election, you put the people that you want to put.
Charlie, how can you are saying what is going on? How can you give Muhammad Buhari slacks?
No.
Let him make his point.
No. It's not giving him slack. Like I said, if the Nigeria is good today, he will take the credit. If Nigeria is bad today, he will take the credit. He's the president. But with all this said, what I'm asking the Nigerian people now is, do we have just only one-man gang?
Yes.
That's it? Is that really? I mean, there's no other person in this government that can come out and say, listen, well, this is what is going wrong, and we have to do this, do that. But nobody is saying, you just mentioned the vice president, saying nothing. Is that the way the system, I mean, has it gotten to that point that nobody, not even a single senator or group of senators or house or commission, I mean, the thing is this to me about this, the barrister. So it has come to a point now that nobody will say nothing anymore. Is that where, or is that the stage that we are now in Nigeria?
I am so glad that they came out to say they are responsible. They did it.
Right.
So when it is time to hold people responsible, we know who we're holding responsible.
That's true.
Sunday.
Yes, because at some point in time in Nigeria, we have to have accountability. We have to have accountability. And that is the only reason why we don't have things in place. People just do things any kind of way. Nobody's accountable. Nobody. We have a Senate. We have a House of Reps. We have rules and regulations on paper, but none of these things have been adhered to. Why? Is that how you run a country? Yes, Mr. Dodo.
Like Achino Achebe said, some people are destroying INEC buildings. Some people are saying they are not going to cast their vote. These youths, if whatever is going on right now, if it matters to them, they will all go and register to vote. Talking about separation is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Nigeria is going to remain as an entity. What the youth should be thinking about how they are going to change the corrupt leader, the bad leader that we have. Forget about separatists right now. It's not going to happen. Think about how you are going to register to vote and vote out these people that are bringing Nigeria back. People that are killing people. That is the only solution right now. We don't have anybody that's going to speak for anybody.
Yes.
If you speak.
Why? We keep asking ourselves. And this brings me to, are we actually living in a country called Nigeria? Because I keep asking myself, if an ethnic group, just one ethnic group in a whole country is taking charge of that nation, trying to make other ethnic groups into extinction, killing them, maiming them, and nobody is talking. The president is not talking because they have their own agenda. They have their own agenda. It saddens my heart. I don't want to be sentimental. I need to just be in the middle for us to see where is the way forward. If people are fighting, that okay, they're not even fighting. They're trying to hear their own voice out. That please, enough of this killing. Why are you killing our people? You destroy their crops and you kill them. You rape, you do everything. People have been shouting. And the president is silent. It's not saying anything. So where is the way forward? Where is the Nigeria? And these people, they may both to say, the particular ethnic group may both to say that the whole land belongs to them.
Yes.
That Allah has given them the land.
Yes. Yes.
So where are we going? Where are we heading in Nigeria? Who is deceiving who? We'll keep quiet for everybody to be killed, and they will now bring somebody like an emir and put in place of other kings. It's going to get there.
Yes.
It's going to get there. Because if some people are making volatile statements, if somebody like me come out and say, employ bandits to be in charge the security in our forest, and nothing is being done, it's a joke. Nothing is being done. They come out to make a very volatile statement that they're going to kill you, we're going to take our land, we're going to subdue you people. That the Igbos does not listen, they're going to destroy them. That groups, they are slaves, and slaves listen to their masters. That Hausas, they are slaves, and they dare not come near them. They have accepted the fact that they are. Nothing is being done. Where is the freedom? Where is the Nigeria we're talking about? I don't want to sound biased here. I'm trying to ask questions. Where is one Nigeria? Who is going to rule us? Our leaders, like we rightly said, they are compromised. I'm ashamed of and no. But some people will come out when they talk, they listen to them. And none of them came out. It is a shame. I'm sorry to go to our religious leaders. Our religious leaders, they are quiet. None of them is saying anything. And they're still collecting tithe, they're collecting offering every Sunday. I wonder when they finish killing all the members of the church, I don't know who they're going to be, who they're going to be having services with every Sunday. A whole village, I just saw it on a platform. A whole village, they came, killed some of them, and they told them in Ogose that we're coming back. Now the whole village is empty. All of them
empty.
gone.
Yes.
I know it.
So
Yes.
I saw it.
I'm asking. It's unfortunate that we can see we can hear me Barrister Abbas. Where is this one Nigeria? I wish somebody can answer me. If Sunday Igboho, a whole professor in US, the professor from Osun State, came to Nigeria to invest, and they hacked this man to death, it's a shame. Not even the governor of the state came out to talk about it. Came out to say this thing that you guys did is bad, and they know the people that is doing all those things. And so people are getting up to fight that no, it's enough. Please stop killing us. And now you guys want to use your power to subdue. I don't know where it's.
That is why you have all these atrocities, and it will not. Even if you hold Mazi Kanu, you hold Sunday Igboho, it will not end. I don't know why they don't get it. It will not end. How many do you want to lock up? How many do you want to shoot? It will not end. We started with EndSARS. We are still at it. The issues of EndSARS are still the issues we are fighting for right now. And those are the issues that we will continue to fight for. That's the same issue. People who are killed in EndSARS, they took the bodies away. Yes. Nobody knows. They try to investigate. They say that in the military mortuary, oh, they say the mortuary is under construction. They can't go in there. Initially, they said no live bullets were shot until CNN came up and disputed that live bullets were shot. The same thing they do with Sunday Igboho. They killed people, they dragged them away. But they bled. We know the difference between blood and water. We saw it. They bled. You dragged them away, all the way out, so that we don't know what happened. You killed the citizen. So that means that your intention was not just to go arrest Sunday Igboho. Your intention was to go kill that man and destroy his property. But the man got away. So that is a government that is not sincere. So you see why people don't trust this government. That is a government that is not sincere about what they're doing. You're not sincere. That's why people don't trust you. You come out and say, oh, you're building this. Now they're building railway from somewhere, Kano or somewhere. Ajaokuta is in Kogi State. Ajaokuta has gas. Now they are trying to build pipeline to send that gas from Ajaokuta in Kogi State to Kaduna. Explain to me if Kogi State does not have land to do everything on one spot, why do you have to build pipeline and look for loan to send all the thing to Kaduna? Kogi State is right there. I'm sure they have abundance of land that you can use. This is how we waste money.
Yeah. They're not wasting money.
This is how we waste money. No, they are not wasting money for them. It is good for the ordinary you and I.
They know what they're doing.
Wastage of money. They are making their money, but understand that that money does not get you to heaven. Don't get you anywhere. It only gets temporary comfort. And at the end of the day, you will be held accountable, because the generation that is coming behind
No more. That is the solution to the problems. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Charles.
Yes. I know we've jumped into something else, but good governance is the only solution. I mean, we're going to be realistic to ourselves. These 2 years, Nigeria's going to find a way to right things that they did wrong. Because I don't find any reason you're going to give me today that you want to join that party. But that's another thing for another day. For those ones, you know, we will continue to believe in our system. First of all, for you to believe in the system, you have to do your part. You got to go register. Don't say to yourself, oh, they're going to rig it or whatever. You know, don't worry about that one. When that one comes, trust me, it's the same thing that we saw in any country, every country. If the population goes out and votes, believe me, you can only rig but so much.
Yes.
You can only rig but so much. So the first thing to do about changing the government, changing the commissioner or any elected position, first of all, is to register. Once you register, the next thing is to vote. Allow rigging to take care of itself. If you're worrying about, oh, even if I go vote,
you know, the bad and the uncleansed, you know, is Nigeria unfortunately have to deal with the fact that revolution may be the only change for real revolutionary transformation in the countryside. you know, or is this something that can be done within the next few years if democracy takes hold like it's supposed to?
Tunde.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Tunde,
yeah. I can answer. Let me answer that question. I personally believe in Nigeria. I believe so much in Nigeria. I know we have the potential to be a great country. So, Rami III, he was booted out of office for his ineptitude, for his sectionalism. So he went into his cocoon and stayed there for a very long time. Nobody paid him no mind. He ran for election 3 times. He failed woefully. So he was able to, talk to people from the Southwest, that he's a changed man. That he's a changed man. So they gave him they gave him a chance. They gave him a platform. He ran, and because of what we're going through with the other president, who wasn't a sectionalist, but the economy was bad, the insecurity was not even as bad as it is right now. They voted for this man. Now he spent 4 years. He came up with, an agenda, an agenda to divide Nigeria, to introduce, to fulanize Nigeria, and to bring Ruga into the country. Now, that is the problem that we are having. He has 2 more years, fortunately. Has 2 more years to be there. And like Charles said, we just have to wait, whether it out. We just have to, that's all right now. You understand? If you do anything, they're gonna charge you for treason. They're gonna charge you for treason. If you want to do revolution, it's treason. So all I think we can do right now is wait patiently and hope we will all survive these 2 horrible years. Hopefully, the people will come out to vote and vote out his party and pick candidates that can say, yes, let us put the past behind us. Let's move forward and build and start
position to protect what is going on. APC will be out of power in the next 2 years. I guarantee that, because Nigerians are suffering. People are tired.
Tunde,
So,
I'm an APC member.
Yeah, I'm sorry for you. And the essence of having a democracy is having an opposition. And right now, the opposition party or any other party that come up should start gathering momentum, should start gathering people and start organizing. Because 2 years is around the corner. Don't wait till that time when you start getting people.
I think the queen would like to speak. I heard her trying to.
Yes, I'm going to put the queen on. Actually, I wanted to put
so that he can talk about APC, so he can support APC. That's why he's advocating for her to speak.
Yes, Queen, go ahead.
Unfortunately, I'm not even going to support any of the parties, because right now we're not even talking about the parties we have in Nigeria.
Yeah.
We're talking about what's the way forward. Is it going to go into war, or how do we move forward? That is Jason's question. Nigeria has a huge problem, and this thing has been ongoing for quite some time. They've been talking about referendum. If they have allowed that to happen, possibly we won't get to this level we are. But it's now too late, because some set of people don't want that to happen in Nigeria. And I doubt it. Nigeria is overstretched. We are not there for us to see how people are suffering. if you had to go through the history in the 70s and 60s, when they bring out gun, people will run. But right now, when they bring out gun, people stay. It connotes something. Frustration, anger, we are done. That is just it. And people said this, they don't want no more. A whole lot of people don't even believe that there's going to be election in Nigeria. And it's unfortunate that the international bodies are not saying anything. We have a whole lot of genocide that is happening every day in Nigeria. Nigeria is in war. But because we're here, we don't know. Nigeria is in war. People die in thousands. Change inevitable. I don't.
You mean the postulations?
I think, yeah, I think you have to listen for another. You have to listen for another 2 more minutes.
Yes.
Let him listen for another 2 minutes, and then he will jump in, so I can say mine, then he will conclude.
Yes.
The thing is, I think that Nigeria will be here. It's not going anywhere. I don't think there won't be any separation in Nigeria. Going back to the question for Mr. Jason asked. Yes, it's rough right now, but I think one of the biggest thing in Nigeria now is security. Insecurity is the problem. That's number one problem. I know there's hunger, but insecurity is making it so worse. I think that will very soon. I don't think it will pass this year, if not in a couple of months. I think that insecurity thing will be solved. It will be solved. People will begin to be free again when it comes to where they go and things like that. I have the hope that it will. I don't believe that Nigeria is going to separate. It's not that easy. I mean, the only way that I can agree that Nigeria was, if you're going to divide Nigeria into 10, if you can't divide it anything less than that, it's not going to work. So I don't think Nigeria will, one of the biggest problems is that reform, restructure. At some point, I don't know when that is going to come, but that will be the only thing that will probably save it, and it will happen. It will happen moving forward. Nigeria will have to restructure, referendum, whatever you may call it, but it's not going to divide. There will be good things that will come out of Nigeria after all these things. Good things will come out of it. It's going to be the youth probably is going to play a very, very important role in that. The government will get them involved. They will get the youth involved. I know these old politicians, trust me, they are not sleeping now. No, they are not sleeping now. Some of them is going to go back and face this, they're going to go back and face this crowd again to tell them, I need you to vote for me. If you guys been following the politics of Anambra is another hot state right now when it comes to election. There's a governor, there will be a governor election coming in November. And when you look at the pile of that gubernatorial race, it's all about so many rich people that have gone through these governments have nothing to show for it. And the way that it's going, it looks like the underdogs are being noticed more now that they are paying attention to all these people that have, you know, that has some power. Either, you know, they are not really, they are not winning. All I'm saying is that probably Nigerians are beginning to see things differently, but the only way they can succeed in that is, first of all, to register so that when they have the power not to vote, these guys that have been there for so long, that came back from either Senate to be a governor or from commissioner to be a governor, you know, something like that. So, but there's a hope. To answer your question, yes, good things will come out of all these things that is happening in Nigeria, and some of them will be very soon. Some of them will be after 2 years. So Abbas, you have the floor now, sir. Thank you.
But it's Abbas.
Attorney Abbas, so give us your last words so that we can round up the show.
Thank you. I have no iota of doubt that whatever is going on is nothing but the birth pang, the labor pain of a woman that is pregnant with a baby. But of course, you know that sometimes, even in the birth process, there is a way a woman will labor and try through her natural strength to push out the baby. And the doctor will realize that this woman no longer has the strength to push out this baby, and we need to cut her to bring out the baby. Otherwise, the life of the baby and the life of the mother will be jeopardized. I can tell you, there's a struggle between those who envision a new Nigeria and those who says Nigeria should continue the way it is. You know, between the mother and the baby during labor, it's a struggle. The mother doesn't want the inconvenience of the labor pain, but the child keep insisting, and that is where the labor contraction starts from. The child keep insisting, I've outgrown where you are trying to make me comfortable. I've outgrown here. So Nigerians have outgrown the environment that the leaders are trying to impose on us. Deep down within our soul is a consciousness that no, we are better than this. We can be better than this. We can be more prosperous than this. We can be more advanced than this. Why are you telling me to ride donkey in the 21st century as the best means of transportation to London? That's exactly what the leadership class is trying to tell. 1960 Constitution. Immediately after the colonialists were driven away, they sat down and told themselves the truth. We have our differences, and the best way is that we need to run the region. Let the Igbo man have an Igbo premier, and let him run his sister Nigeria. Let the North have their northern premier, run the North the way they like, and let the West have a Western premier that understand their language, and let them run their life the way they want. We meet at the center until we go back and tinker with the structure of Nigeria. We cannot give birth to the kind of nation that this. The reason why America is America today is because of the federal system they are practicing. Donald Trump cannot come to California and tell the governor, I want you to introduce one right-hand driving. No, it is California state that will sit down in their state legislature and determine what. That is what we need in this country. But I have no iota of doubt. I will state it any day, anytime. This country is made up of good people from the north, from the south, from the west, who want Nigeria. Remember, they are not June 12th election from the north, but a northern prince, Colonel Abubakar Umar,
yes,
sacrificed his commissionship in the army,
Nigerian army. Yes,
this is a prince that would have rose to the rank of a general in the army.
Easy.
There is no iota of that general.
Yes.
But he said that the annulment of June 12th election is unconscionable. Balaribe Musa, the first civilian only governor that was impeached, what is his offense? That he was pro the masses, that he was running a masses-oriented program. That was the only sin that he committed. They told him to, yes, the Talakawas, that is the downtrodden.
Yes.
They told him to cross carpet and come and eat with them. But he said ideologically that he has a passion for the mass. So in all Nigeria, we have great men and women. The Vice President Egbeyemi went into politics and came back with integrity. He came out poorer than he went as a vice president. He was a successful architect. So that's to tell you, we have good New Nigeria, but there will be a little tearing by way of restructuring this country so that Nigeria of our dream can come out successfully without any bloodshed. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Attorney Abbas. I always enjoy your analogy. The attorney has shown us that he knows medicine as well. The way he was able to tie the restructuring of Nigeria into a woman giving birth and all that. Woman. I don't want to come against you in court. You will just finish me. Thank you so much, Attorney Abbas. We appreciate your presence. You know,
Dr. Abbas, please next week be around because I have a question for you about what the lawyers are doing about the case of Sunday Igboho. The southwestern lawyers, what they are trying to do for Sunday Igboho, please. Next week, please.
All right.
Yeah, because they're already in my ear that we have to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Charles, thank you for being with us today.
Jason, if he's going to be in the office, I can swing by.
Okay. All right, Mr. Adodo. Thank you also.
Yeah, I'll be in the office.
Okay, he's going to be in the office. Okay. The Queen, thank you so much for not letting us see your face today, but we heard your sonorous voice. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you everybody for being part of this. Hey, there you go. See, finally we see the Queen at the very end of the show. Oh my goodness.
Lord. Oh, Lord.
Thank God she came at the end of the show because Mr. Adodo would have continued talking about the Queen. Thank
you. And that was what I'm going to say. and I'm sure that Adodo tested her to just do this. I know, that's what I know. He tested her, but that's okay, Tunde, we're fine. Don't worry about that. Go ahead, my brother.
So, on behalf of everybody on the David Adodo Show, this is African Voices Radio. We want to say thank you all for participating, for joining us either online or for watching us either online or listening to us. We thank you all so much. We'll be back next week with another interesting episode to discuss, things that are going on around us, and especially with emphasis on Nigeria. Please, everybody, be safe. COVID is real. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Keep your 6 feet. Our views on this program are not meant to channel violence, are not meant to make any, create any kinds of issues with anybody. Our views on this program are directed towards making Nigeria better, so that we all can go home one day and say, yes, we have a Nigeria, we have a country, we have one Nigeria, we don't have a divided country. So that's why we put in all this energy and all this passion and all these emotions into this program that we do. So we all pray that one day we'll all be happy that Nigeria has been birthed according to the attorney, and that there will be no problems. So my name is Tunde Phillips. On behalf of the gang on African Voices Radio, the David Adodo Show, we thank you for being part of this program. We will see you all next week. Be safe. Take care of yourself and each other. Thank you.
You're listening to African Voices Radio.
Everybody, any lemon bashani barao. Bashani barao. Yahoo ni babalao. Ole everybody, any lemon bashani barao. Over shake up for me. No logo money kurani. Mo den shadura mi, bi se shadura mi, Alan gbadura mi. Àti lọ àti dé. Ẹ̀yin orí yọ ó ti lé. bá lọ ló bá dé ìgbà tí padà dé ṣe ló dé mi ládé. Kádé kó pẹ́ lórí, kí bàtà kó pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Fọ́wọ́n dá mi kan lẹ́sẹ̀, káwọn gé ti já ìkan kan lẹ́sẹ̀. Inside life, no to the five life. Inside life, no to the deeper life. Inside life, on kan jẹ ya, on kan chop life. Inside life, on kan shake pé, on kan jẹ wa. Josopi, kiri Josopi, Josopi. Because he was in Josopi, nínú sẹ́ẹ̀lì FCC, one Josopi. Tó bá ní àwọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Josopi. Sopi. But I ain't Josopi. Sopi. Abẹ́yìn náà Sopi. See me fella Josopi. Sopi. Má lọ lọ mọ̀ tó bá lọ Sopi. Ṣòdowó mọ̀. Ó wá sọ pé ò mọ̀ náírà. Ó wúwo lọ́wọ́. Ìwọ ṣàṣẹ sí náírà. Ajá fẹ́ dènà dẹ́kun. Kékeré ẹkùn máa ṣẹgbẹ́ ajá. Wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ni má fọ̀ àwọn náà fẹ́ wàhálà. I just want make mama proud. They want to make mama cry. Mama, you gonna cry no more. Tẹ́bà sunkún kan ẹsẹ̀ kún ayọ̀. Banjo kẹ́ báyọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi já sáyọ̀. Inside life. Do what I want 'cause it's my life.
Thank you for listening to African Voices Radio, the David Adodo Show. Right here every Saturday at 8 o'clock Nigerian time, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast of the United States of America. If you'd like to get in contact with African Voices Radio, the David Adodo Show, please send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. AfricanVoicesRadio@gmail.com. Again, AfricanVoicesRadio@gmail.com. Also, if you have any Afrobeats music that you'd like to feature on our show, please submit it in a MP3 format to AfricanVoicesRadio@gmail.com. Again, that's AfricanVoicesRadio@gmail.com. Until next week, family, be safe, be blessed. Make sure to please wash your hands and practice social distancing. Still wear your mask, even though you may be inoculated and you may have your shot. Still, until we are over this pandemic, it is still advised to wear your mask and practice social distancing. So until next week, family, be blessed, be safe, and to all those Nigerians living here in America, as well as all the Americans in the United States, happy 4th of July. And may you please be safe during your 4th of July celebration. Don't eat too much barbecue. And like I said, please be safe during this 4th of July holiday.